Hello everyone, today we have MP3 module tutorial using ebot Blockly. We are going to learn how to make a special node for the MP3 module using the node maker right here. And as you know, we have in ebot Blockly some inputs like Bluetooth, buttons, color sensor, custom input, IR sensor, light sensor, potentiometer, sound sensor, we have temperature and ultrasonic, and we have also output as you see here: relay, motor, LED, LCD, buzzer, servo, continuous servo, RGB strip. And now, as we know, there is a lot of electronic components like the MP3 module, like Wi-Fi module, like the coin machine, for example, um, like magnetic sensor. There's a lot of sensors that it's not included here in the inputs, and there's also an outputs like the, as we said, the Wi-Fi module, for example, the MP3 module. So how we can add some new electronic component to ebot? We can do that, use the node maker. The node maker here, we can add a special node. As you said, the node is, it's like this. This is the a node. Okay, this is here a button input node. We can design our new node using the node maker. You see, we can choose the node name and whatever we want and design the node for us as we want it to be built and use it also. So today we are going to make an MP3 module node. As you know, it's not included in ebot system, but we are going to make a special node for it. Here it is, the MP3 module. We see it's serial MP3 player version 1. Let's look at it. This is the output. It have 4 pins: GND, VCC, TX, RX. Okay, we have also SD card. As we see here. We can put whatever we want MP3 files on it, like this. This is the SD card. Okay, it can be up to 16 gigabytes, and this is the output. We can use a simple AUX wire. This is the simple AUX wire. We just connect it like this and connect the other part to the buzzer or the speaker, sorry. Yes, and now for the connection to the ebot, as we said, we have GND, VCC, TX and RX. Here we don't use the TX port because we don't receive any commands from the MP3 player. We only need to give it commands, so we are going only to use the RX pin. Now, as we said, we can use a simple female to female wire. Here the first part, see, like this. Now we connect it like this. You see the third pin is not connected. The TX, it's empty from inside, there's no wire. Okay, so the first one, the black, is GND, the red one is VCC, the white one, the signal, it's going to connect to the RX, the receiver pin. And now we are going to the ebot. This is the ebot block. This is the ebot 8. Okay, we have 8 outputs, 8 inputs, 2 H bridge to control DC motors. Okay, the power pin and the connection and programming pin. We have here a serial pin also, VCC, GND, RX and TX, for connecting to Bluetooth or Wi-Fi module. And now for our module, we can connect it to any of these outputs. Let's, for example, connect it to output 8, 7, the 8th one. Okay, now it's done and connected. We just need to program it now and make a special node for it. Okay, this is the eBot Blockly. Press on the node maker, make new. Let's call it new mp3. You can choose an icon. For example, let's choose this one. Okay, I press next. Now we have a type of the node. We have input type, we have the output type, we have the variable type. You know, this mp3 module, it's an output because I'm giving orders to make sound, to play a song or whatever. So I choose the type output. Now there is something called parameters. I have to add some parameters. We need actually two. Let's call first one the pen. Okay, pen like this. Selected, it's the output pins. So I have to declare which pin did I connected to, pin 0 or 1, 2, 3, 4 or 7. Okay, now the other parameter, we should add the commands. So I call it out. Let's choose a custom drop down and add some. Let's first play the first one, the first command. The second one, let's say stop. Third one, pause. Let's say next song, previous. We can have also volume up and volume down. Okay, we press OK. We see here that we have the orders right here. Okay, let's start with this. Let's see the code. We have the code right here. The code contains three parts. The pre-setup part, I have to copy this code and paste it here in the pre-setup part. And we have an inside part, inside of loop, of a setup loop, sorry. We have also another code. It's right here inside the setup. I have to copy this and insert it here. And we have the loop code inside loop. I should insert it here. So let's begin. I should copy the code like this. Okay, copy here, paste. We have the copy right here, and the other one inside of setup, just like this. Okay, and we have the inside of loop like this. Now let's explain the code. First of all, pre-setup, we have include software serial. This mp3 module using the software serial library. Okay, we have defined the eBot pins, the RX and the TX. For the RX, as we said, we don't need the eBot RX because we didn't use the mp3 TX. So there's nothing we can receive from the mp3 player, so we don't need the RX. So you can name it whatever number you want, it doesn't matter. Okay, now we need the TX pin, which is the output pin. Okay, you see here we declare it as pin, same as the output pin's name. You see, when I change this from 0 to 7, it will change here in the same. Okay, we have the function for the sending the buffer. Okay, for the mp3 module, here sending the buffer of 8 and 10. And we here have the commands type, here defining this variable with this value. Okay, let's say command next song, it has a value 0x01, previous song 02, play index 03, volume up, volume down, set volume, cycle play, select device, sleep mode, wake up, reset, play, pause, play folder file, stop, folder cycle, shuffle play, single the cycle. We have these commands, we can use them. Okay, and now after that we have this function of sending the command to the mp3 module. Here this is our command that we will send. It's going to be here. So these all the first and the first three of these buffers are like setting up the mp3 module to get the command, and this is the ending of it. Okay, now we have this void, this functions for the play function. We are going to call it later in the inside loop. We will see that. We declaring here the p function. It's called send command cmd play, which is command play, this one. Okay, so if this function called, it will send the command play to the mp3 module. Okay, same thing here. This one is pause, this one is stop, next, previous, up and down. Okay, now we are going to learn how to use them. Okay, here we finished off the pre-setup. Now inside of setup we have mp3.begin with baud rate 9600. This is for starting the mp3 module, and delay 500 milliseconds to give some time to the mp3 module to start. And we will send the first command just only one time, select device, to starting the mp3 module. And now inside the for loop final we have the out function. The out function, we have to choose it as we added from last time. We have play and pause, whatever. So when I choose it here, it will change. For example, if I choose P, it will write P, okay, B capital, and it will call that function. So it will start playing the song. Okay, so let's see here. We press next, done. Yes, and now we have to insert our new mp3 node. Let's see here. We have to choose the pen, the output pen. As we know, we connected to pin 7. You see here the ebot tx is changing. During I change, we change it to pin 7. And now for the output, the first one is play, the second one is pause, stop, next, previous, up, down. Let's, for example, press play. It's going to play. We see here on the output, when I choose P capital, play, it's calling the P function. The P function will call this, and the P function will send the command cmd play, which is going like this. Cmd play will send this code, and the mp3 module will understand it as a play. Okay, same thing for pause and for stop and for every one of them. This is the S, which is mean stop. It will call this function, send command cmd stop play. Okay, now let's try to install some mp3 files to the our SD card. We should first have the SD card adapter. We have here the SD card, the small one. We put it inside the adapter and install it inside of the laptop, the SD card port. Now let's go to my computer. We have here the SD card. We have 4 mp3 files, just normal mp3 files. See, we are going to use these files. Okay, and now we can remove our SD card from the adapter and install it inside of the MP3 module, just like this. Now it's ready to use. Now we go back to the ebot blockly to program it. Okay, and now let's try. We have the MP3 new node at output 7. We have the order, first one, play. We see here. Okay, first let's compile it. Let's see if there is anything wrong. It's compiling now. Okay, we have here in this letter, we see that pin mode P is an input. We see before it there is pin mode 7, it's an output. This is for the MP3 module, and this should be deleted. We just can delete it or make a comment, make it comment like a comment by pressing this, or you can just delete it. Okay, now we compile. We see now that everything will be set up good. Yes, it's ready. Okay, now and now we can connect our ebot to the computer using this USB port. We see it started. Here is the power button. We can start it. Okay, now let's try to install the program. As we said, we make this as a comment, this letter here. Okay, let's press download. We can see here in the ebot 8 that it's downloading the code. See? So it's done. Now it's working, and there's a kind of it's not working very well. Why? Because there's a reason. We can just shut it down now. Okay, the reason is that it's always given it play order, play. It's here as an infinite loop, so we have to make some kind of delay. So I put some delay, let's say for 1 second, or maybe we can do it more. Okay, as we said, and we go here to this letter, make it as a comment, turn on the ebot. Okay, now download. It will start downloading now. Okay, see, it's better now. Now let's try a different program. Okay, now let's try to make a new program. We are going to try all the functions here. Let's start a new one. Okay, let's say if I have 8 buttons. Okay, if I have 8 buttons from A0 to A7, each button has a function. So let's go for, if I press A0, I will have at the node the output 7 here, the MP3 player, play, and I can duplicate it like this. Let's make this bigger. Okay, and I have A1 pressed, I have the MP3 player pause. Again, duplicated. If I have the A2 button pressed, it will stop. And then for the rest, A3, next song, A4, previous song, A5, volume up, A6, volume down. Okay, so I have 7 actually. Yes, I have 7. And let's say that I have also a RGB LED. Let's use the RGB also so I can know what is going on actually. So let's add RGB LED right here. Yes, I will connect it to pin 0. The color, let's say for the play, let's make it green. Okay. And for the pause, let's say yellow. And for stop, let's say red. Duplicate. Next, let's say blue. Previous, let's say this color. For the up, let's make it this purple. And for press down, let's make it orange, for example. And for nothing, let's just make it black. How we do that? In the beginning, we can only make it black like this. And now if I pressed A0, it will turn to green in like milliseconds, and it will turn back to black, so I can't notice that. So let's make some kind of delay. Okay, let's make a delay for 1 second for every one of them. So we need to duplicate the delay just like this. Okay, I think now our program is done and ready. We can make that edit again, but here we have to make it for more. As you see here, I have this one P. I have to make it as a comment. This one also, this one, the S, the N, U, and D. Okay, now everything is set up. We will compile first to see if there is anything wrong. Okay, now we are done. Okay, this is the buttons that I have. I have 7 buttons and RGB LED. Let's start from the right. This first one, let's say this is the A0. So I have connected them to these inputs from A0 to A6, the final one. So let's begin connecting them. This first one, A0 and A1. You can see like this. But now, after I have connected all the buttons, 7 of them, A0, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, play, pause, stop, next, previous, volume up, volume down, and this is the RGB LED that it will show us the status. And now, time to download the code. Okay. We press download. Okay, let's start with play, pause, play, pause, play, stop, play. See? Let's go for next. Next. Volume down. See? Volume up. We see here the previous. Let's try it. The previous actually is not working. Now we'll see why. Let's stop it. Okay, let's go back to the program. As we see here, we have this previous. We can see that it has P capital, same as the play. So this one, A4, is B capital. It's absolutely same as the first one, which is play. You see here the function B capital will send play. We have the P small will send pause, stop, S will send stop, N will send next, B will send previous. We have B. So we have to change this one into P. How we can do that? We go to node maker. We have this our nodes. We press edit. Okay, and we change here. We press edit. We have here the P capital. We change it to B. B small. See? Now press OK. Next. Done. Let's see now. It didn't change. We just need to remove this and add a new one here. Output 7 and B. This will previous, and again we have to do this comment here and here, S, the N, the B, up, down. Okay, and now let's try to download it to our eBot. Press download. It should work now. Okay, fine, everything's set up. Okay, let's try now. Let's press play. Okay, next, previous. See, it's working now. Next, previous, previous, next, next. So everything now is set it up. Everything is fine. So let's now start a new program. And now let's start a quickly new program. As we know, we have 4 MP3 files inside the memory card. Let's say if I press the first button, the first song will start. If I press the second button, the second one will start. The third button, the third song will start, and same as for the fourth button. How we do that? We simply add some button. This is the first one, and go to my node, MP3, pin 7, play. Let's put some delay for 1 second only. Okay, and duplicate it for 4 times. For A2 and for A3. Okay, like this. Okay, now we go to the code here, exactly here. If button A0 pressed, this is the first one. We have the P function, then delay for 1000. It's equal to 1 second. Before this, I have to add this command right here. Send command W index 0 and 3. We name it 1, 0, 1. That means the first song in the SD card. Same here. I copy it. Copy. For the A1 button. Now I have the second song. For the third one, the third song. The fourth one, I have the last song, number 4. Okay, now also don't forget to make this as a comment. Let's start our eBot. Okay, and press download. Okay, it's ready. Now if I press the first button, it starts the first song. the second song, first song, third song, final song, second. See? That's how we can choose files from the SD card. Thank you for watching, and you are welcome every time. Goodbye.